Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Andy Dan Alta, and I want to welcome you to this episode of Time Out with Charlie and Andy. And as always, I'm here with my wonderful, beautiful wife.
Yeah, Charlie and Alta, you're welcome again.
You guys are welcome today. Thank you so much for following, sending on all these messages. We are excited. We love to hear those testimonies. Keep them coming. And we hear that some relationships are growing very well, and some people actually, Charlie, are parting ways, because of some episodes from Time Out with Charlie and Andy, right? Like they say always, a broken relationship is better than a broken marriage and all of that. We're excited for both testimonies and all of that.
Yeah.
Today we have a special one for you guys. Are you out there and you've been doing all the right things, but you're still single, and you're wondering why this episode is for you? A lot of people, Charlie, are out there and say, both male and female, this episode is not just about the females, but also the males. Quite a number of them, but I'm right, I'm a good person, I have a good heart, and all of these things, I'm sweet, I'm this, I'm that, and all of those things like that. And then they say, but why am I still single? And this thing, like we've said it here, some episodes ago, Charlie, this single thing is beginning to get complicated. I see girls of 22 getting desperate about marriage. I mean, it's quite funny these days. Like, calm down, okay? But we're saying, if you are out there, you're sure that you're set for marriage, and then you're still single, we're saying this episode is for you, right, Charlie?
Yes.
Now we have Charlie in today, and Charlie will give you some good counsel about how to escape that singleness.
You're implicating me.
Yeah. Okay. Charlie, please help them. Some people are tired of it. I don't understand. Some people are actually claiming that Charlie is the village people that are at work, right?
Try not to deal with the village people. Okay, the truth is, can you be that perfect and not have anybody actually come? Something's really wrong. Like, you're that good because you say you've been doing everything right. Now the problem is your definition of right. What is right to you and what is right to the people that are coming? That's just it. We all have.
People that are not coming, Charlie.
Thank you. Sorry,
they are still single.
The people that are not coming. That's the truth. We all have definitions of right. What is right for one person might not be right for another. One man's food is another man's poison. Yeah. So you see, you have to start with your definition of right. Because if you're that perfect, you should have people running, trooping, begging, pleading.
Of course.
Oh my God, yes. It should attract. You should not even lack anybody at all. Instead, you should be crying that they are too much. I'm too good that they are too much. Yes. Too good that they are too much. That should be your slogan or something. Okay, this is it, that we don't really check. There's what we call blind spots.
Yeah, blind spots.
And blind spots are certain things, maybe character flaws, behavioral patterns, habits, or some things like that we do that we cannot see on our own. Unless someone sees them and then tells you about them and says, okay, you are like this, you're like that, this is how you react to this and react to that. There are things we can observe for ourselves and say, okay, this is how I am. But there are blind spots that we miss out. And some of these blind spots are very, very important. Some of them are actually what probably repels people, just irritates people, like from maybe around you. So you need to check again. It might be a character flaw. You might just have something. I know someone who loves a guy, very, very handsome. He's intelligent. He speaks well. He does. You literally think that he's that perfect guy that knows everything. But whenever he's before people, he always cracks this very annoying joke. And I don't know why he always has to crack a joke. Always. And then when he does that, he's all laughing, and everyone's like, what's wrong with you? Wow. He cancels the intelligence, the wisdom, and everything. Like, you look very, very like a comic kind of.
Somebody's hearing this out there.
Yes. I remember then with my friends, we are always like, when he's coming up and it was like, not again, he's about to just dull the moment. So usually when anyone comes, he comes to meet any girl and he wants to interact, people run away. Ladies run away. But he's that good, he's intelligent. We've sat with him. He has wowed us with some of the things he says. And then we're wondering why he doesn't have anyone. Then we found out. So sometimes we had a friend then, whenever he's coming around, we have to run. You know why? he talks a lot. He can talk from morning till evening. Once we find out that he's visiting, everybody disappears. We keep begging, are you going to stay? Let him not feel bad. One person should stay. And nobody wants to be that one person. And we were all sisters. So you can imagine. Why would you have somebody, you talk the person out from morning till evening? So begin to check certain habits, behaviors, and character flaws. Okay, Andy?
Thank you so much, Charlie, for that. Now, guys, are you hearing that there are certain things that you do? You're a good person. You have good heart. Everybody knows that.
Yeah.
You can die for people, say, but you are still single. There's a problem. You see, those blind spots you need to check. Sit down with somebody and ask. Now, Charlie, I've seen some ladies, every time they sit down around people and, potential suitors, they keep opening their mouth and the things that keep flying out is just perfectly wrong.
Oh my God, yes.
I've seen people that nobody wants to date because every time they sit down, she's talking about war in the home. If I marry a man and he does this, I will do that.
Like this.
If he marry, like, okay, just go
stay on your own.
Just stay on your own. Everybody's scared. You are saying that you stab somebody. You're saying that you want, and you're saying those things maybe in defense. I'm tough. I'm this, and nobody should mess with me. That's a turn off for a lot of people. You're a good person. You fight for people. You give people. You help people, and all of that. But that on its own can just turn off a lot of things. Now, one of the things I actually saw again in years of experience, Charlie, is location.
True. Wow.
Location can actually do a lot. Honestly, some people need to start realizing that sometimes your husband is not in Abeokuta, he's in Borno.
Yes. Well,
God may be directing you to Borno, and you went there, you are meeting other people's husband, everybody's looking for his wife, and they know that you are not their Eve. And so you're wondering what is happening. I'm doing all the things right, I'm doing everything right, but you are in the wrong location. There are certain places that God leads us into, and then there He has placed that provision for us, and all of those things. So if you are out there and you feel this, and I want to add this to that thing you said, Charlie, is very true. Can you really be that perfect and actually not attract anybody? So one of the things I want to add before I hand over Charlie is please correct that mindset, all right? Don't sit down and assume that you'll be doing everything and nobody's coming. There are blind spots you need to check. Over to you, Charlie, please.
Okay, I think I met the prayer kind of people. Both for the male and female. There are these types that just believe that I pray a lot, I should have a husband. The word of God says, seek first the kingdom of God and His righteousness. Every other thing, I know how to shanda. But this is the problem. I've seen these prayers that every little thing, when they're around people, they turn everything to prayer. My God.
That's a turn off.
There are things that we need to discuss, use our intellect to break down. You want us to pray about. Something that we already have in our head that we can just bring on the table and solve the matter. So, let's hold hands now and pray. And then you're all like that. I've seen ladies do that like that. Every little thing they just want to say, oh God, let God deliver us. No, I see God. There are things that you shouldn't just do that. It's a turn off.
And you're a good person.
Yes.
You love the Lord. You're passionate about the things of God.
Yes.
Still single.
Because you have the prayer mentality. So that you pray doesn't mean that you should use the whole prayer life to paint it on everybody and everything. You need to know when you need to come in, when it's time, okay, for prayer. Nobody's saying you shouldn't pray, but know when to come in. Know when, okay, it's time for discussion. It's time to bring ideas to the table. When we need ideas, you don't come and tell us that let's begin to pray. Yes, we can pray for ideas, but after we have prayed, what is the idea that comes out? Do we keep praying forever and there's no idea that comes out because we just keep saying why we are praying it? That's the thing. So can we begin to check that too? The prayer people. Okay?
Thank you so much, Charlie. Now lastly, I want to say this before we wrap this up for the day. For guys, Charlie, I've seen a lot of guys make this mistake. You just met the lady. That's everybody has been leaving you like that without even crossing the line of saying yes to you in a relationship. You just met her and you're laying down all your entire life's dreams and visions. I want to buy Dubai one day. God told me that I'll be the king of London. And
I mean, scared, my God.
Yeah, Charlie. And before you just met, and I've seen a lot of ladies too that do that, Charlie.
Yes.
Oh, I've been through this. Oh, I've done this. Oh, I've done this. Oh, I've done that.
God.
Too much information. I've done this thing. I've done this thing. Do you know one time I was involved in plane crash? I was the only survivor. You just give too much information.
Irrelevant
news. It can turn people off. So basically, the overall umbrella in all of this is there are blind spots. You may think that you're right because you have good intents, good motive. You love people. You're just looking for that special person to share all that passion with and that love in your heart with, and nobody seems to be buying it and all of that. Blind spots, all right? Blind spots. So please sit down and consider some of this. What am I doing? You may want to ask some friends that are close, okay? Ask some friends that are close and they'll give you some answers like that. Charlie, before we wrap up, anything?
Okay, no, nothing.
All right, guys, doing everything right but still single.
Yeah.
Now you know that you are not that perfect, okay?
Sure.
Want to sit down and please write us, okay?
Check.
Want to hear from you? You can send a message on the number of your screen and say, add me, join that WhatsApp group. We'll be discussing this week, and you'll be hearing a lot of people commenting and all of those things like that. And so please join us, subscribe right now. Don't let this video finish before you subscribe. Subscribe now until we see you again next week. It's goodbye from Charlie and Andy.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.